Hiya, I'm Emma, and in collaboration with the Universal Food Awards and the Universal Food Collective, I will be sharing this recipe with you today, which will be available to download as a PDF from the website, so make sure you check it out. I also have an ebook which will be available to download, so make sure you check that out. Okay, so today I'm going to be doing a roasted cashew nut and roasted butternut squash risotto with a cashew cream and a warm roasted vegetable salad. The first thing you need to do is you need to get your cashews into soak. They can take up to 4 hours to soak, but to speed up that process, I have already put mine into soak in some boiling water and some cling film, and I'm just going to leave them and they're going to be done right at the very end. Okay, so once your cashews are in and soaking, you need to chop up your butternut squash. I'm just going to dice it into centimetre pieces and then get it in the oven. So I will come back to you when that's all done. Okay, so once you've got your butternut squash all diced into cubes, you're going to put it onto a baking tray with a little bit of olive oil, some salt and pepper, and then you're going to roast it in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes at 180 degrees. So it's all covered in salt and pepper and oil. I'm just going to pop it into the oven. So it is right in chestnut season at the moment, so you can get these from pretty much any farm shop. You can actually go out and pick them yourself. They're readily available. A lot of people haven't actually prepared them before, so what you're going to do is you're just going to take it, you're going to take a sharp knife and you're going to create a slit in the top and then in the other side, just so that you've got them with a little dash like that. And then you're going to pop them onto a roasting tray. You're going to cover them with a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of salt and pepper, and then once they're sort of like this, the skins will peel off. And you get rid of that, and then you have some beautiful roasted chestnuts. So once you have them all with a little score in the middle, just going to pop them in the oven with the butternut squash for about 20 minutes. Okay, so next you're going to take 1 red onion and 4 small shallots. You're going to dice them up really, really small. Try not to cut any fingers off. And then with your onions, you're also going to take some of this smoked garlic. So I found this just in a local farm shop. You can get it from most good farm shops, or you can get it from places like Waitrose. You can get black garlic as well, but I prefer this one. Okay, so in your pan, you're just going to add a little bit of oil. I'm going to use this truffle oil, which I've been saving, just in a little bit of pan. And then you're going to whack all your onion into your pan, get it nice and sauteed off, and then you're going to add your garlic. This garlic is absolutely beautiful. Just look at the colour of that. Like, it's just got so much flavour, so much depth, and it just adds a completely different like aroma, texture, scent, everything to it. It makes it really earthy, really wintry, really good vibe for this horrible November day. Alright, so once you've got that sort of chopped up, add it in with your onions. You're just going to sweat them off and get them going. So once your onions and your garlic are sweated off, you're going to add your rice. I am using risotto rice. You can use normal long grain rice, but obviously this one's better. So just add your rice to the pan. Give it a good stir to make sure you absorb all of those juices that are coming off of the onions, the garlic and the truffle oil. So once your risotto rice is in and has been for a couple of minutes, you're going to take some white wine. You have to make sure it's a vegan one because we're trying to keep things vegan here. Just check on the back, it will say a lot of wines nowadays aren't vegan, so just make sure you watch out for that. Then you're just going to add about 250 mils of white wine and just get that all going on. A lot of people say you can use cheap wine to cook with. I personally think if you wouldn't drink the wine, don't cook with it because the flavour of it is still in there. Yes, you cook off the alcohol, but you know, it's all about that. So once that wine is all absorbed by the rice, you want to start slowly adding some good quality vegetable stock. So I'm using this pre-brought vegetable stock. It is really important that you use a good one. It is the base and the flavour of your risotto. Make sure that you add it slowly and only after all the wine has already been absorbed. So you can see that all of the wine is now in that rice. You can start slowly adding your vegetable stock, just a little bit at a time, making sure you stir it all in, and then add more when it's all absorbed. So just keep slowly adding your vegetable stock. Remember to season throughout. A lot of people try to season at the end, but I find it's a lot easier to season throughout your cooking, so you don't get a great big salt hit at the end. Okay, now's a good time for you to do your chestnut puree while your stock's absorbing. So I'm using a Thermomix, which is a high-powered blender. What you're going to do is you're just going to get your already cooked chestnuts, open them out. You're going to pop them into your Thermomix, which I will just show you. So this is your Thermomix. You're just going to pop all of your chestnuts in there, and you're just going to add in a little bit of vegan butter and a little touch of soy milk. And then the great thing about these blenders is that they heat as well as mix. So all you need to do is set this one to, say, 5 minutes. And then set it to whatever temperature you want. I'm going to go for 70. Set it on a slow blend. And then we'll come back, we will have a puree. So while your risotto is going and your chestnut puree is in, I'm just going to roast off some cherry tomatoes and some red onion and also some chicory. I'm going to cover them in a little bit of balsamic vinegar, some maple syrup and a little bit of olive oil, salt and pepper. And they're going to form our warm salad at the end. So just get those in. So in here we just have the balsamic vinegar, some maple syrup, salt and pepper and all your veggies. It's also time for the chestnuts to come out. So we're going with veggies in, chestnuts out. You see how they've split open? That's how you know they're done. So this is what your chestnut puree has come out like. Looks really good, really creamy. So you're just gonna add that to your risotto. So just chuck that in. So you're just going to get out all of your chestnut puree. Get all of that in. And then you're going to have to clean your mixer out because we're going to need to do that for the cashew cream as well. You see how once we've got our chestnut puree in there, it's gone super thick, super creamy. It's exactly what you want. And then our butternut squash is done. So once that's all done, we're just going to pop that to the side and add it into our risotto at the very end. So next we need to prepare our chestnuts. We just need to peel off the skins, which should be really easy if they're nice and cooked through, which is just coming off like that. And then you're just left with your chestnut, which you're just going to dice up and you're going to chuck in to give some texture to your risotto. So in case anyone hasn't seen what chestnut looks like without its outside on, that's it. And then that's it on the inside. Look at that. So you're just going to take it, dice it up into however you want. I'm going to keep it quite chunky so it gets a nice bit of texture going through. So once you've got it all like that, just going to chuck it into your risotto. So once it's nearly done, you see how it's absorbed all of that chestnut puree, which has just made it so thick and rich. You're just going to add in your butternut squash. Now you just want to drain off the excess water from the cashews. You're going to pop them into your high-powered blender and you're going to blend them. That is your risotto done. You're just going to serve it with your warm vegetable salad, your cashew nut cream and a glass of that white wine. And there we have, guys, the chestnut and butternut squash risotto with a cashew nut cream and a warm roasted vegetable salad. All completely vegan and super easy.